I'm Laurie Vitale. On this episode of Laurie in the Kitchen, I just want to share with you my version of some pumpkin butter. Mine's kind of like a little cheap because I'm using canned pumpkin, because to make pumpkin, anything really from scratch, like a pumpkin puree, you need sugar pumpkins, which are so hard to find in my local grocery store. So I just take the short way out, and it works so well. And I figured I'd share it with you because it comes together in about 30 minutes, and it is one of the best things on earth. And if you have a jar of this in the fridge, which in an airtight container will last you in the fridge for like a month, there is nothing this isn't good on. And I'm going to show you this season and what you can do with it, because it's to die for. The ingredients are short. The ingredient list is short. The ingredients are basic. Pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, just plain pumpkin puree. You're going to need some granulated sugar and brown sugar, a little water, some really good dark maple syrup, lots of pumpkin pie spice, and then an apple. Easy, easy, easy. Now, a lot of recipes don't call for an apple, they call for apple juice. I like the idea of having an apple. I like using Granny Smith apples because they're slightly tart, and grating it. It not only adds a little bit of sort of that tartness to it, but I don't know, it just makes it a little bit, it gives a little bit of an edge. I really like it, but if you don't want to use apples, you can certainly use apple juice or just water if you want to. But I think this is a great way to do it, and you can dice it if you want to, or you can do what I'm doing, is just grating it. That way it kind of melts in the pumpkin mixture, and it's really, really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and grate this. Make sure you grate it into a bowl. That way you get any juice or anything gets caught. Get everything out of there. It's not much, but trust me, it makes the biggest difference. And now at this point, you pretty much add everything in a saucepan. You can always, remember, you can always change the amount of sweetness. You can add some more, you can add a little bit less. I find this amount to be the perfect amount of sweetness, because I don't want, much like my apple butter, which I've shared with you how to make, much like that, I don't want it to be so sweet that it's almost sickening, like it hurts your teeth. I just like it to be perfectly sweetened, a little bit of an edge with a grated apple, but overall full of that beautiful pumpkin pie spice that I am obsessed with, and I will eat, and I will put into anything, and a little bit of maple syrup. This is so good. And then we're going to add some water to just thin it out a little bit. And now you give everything a really good stir. Putting the heat on. I want this on low heat, a little bit higher than low, a little bit lower than medium low, somewhere in that range. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to let it simmer away for about 25 minutes, and then I will show you what it looks like. Be prepared for this to smell unbelievable. No candle in your house is going to smell this good. That's what Papa Sal would say about like a pot of sugo or something. But I'm just saying, food in general smells so good when it's cooking. This is fall in a nutshell. So be prepared. Give it a stir every now and then to make sure nothing's sticking, and you're that much closer to heaven. In a spoon, in a pot, or a bowl, whatever, however you choose to eat it, you know, I know. That looks so good. I don't know what to do with myself, and it smells even better. It just cooked for 25 minutes, covered, then I turn it off and let it sit there for about 10 minutes, and it is magnificent. Now at this point, you want to let it cool to room temperature, put it in a jar, tightly covered, pop it in the fridge, and you're good to go. I love this on anything. You can scoop it warm on vanilla ice cream. You can like serve it on scones. You can eat it on toast. You can do so many different things with it. I have to have some in the fridge because, like I said, it goes so well with so many things, but I particularly love it as a topping for something, or like to eat with shortbread cookies. So good. And warm, like I said, with ice cream or with like a butter pecan ice cream is life. It smells so good. That is as good as it gets. You need this in your life. Like I said, it's not too terribly sweet. A little bit of apple gives you just a little bit of tartness. It is, I'm telling you. And I'm going to make a really killer pull apart pumpkin bread that is going to just make your world go like this. But that's going to come up in a few days. But for now, I'm going to store this so that I can use it for the recipes and share them with you. If you want to make my version of pumpkin butter, go to laurainthekitchen.com, get the written recipe. I hope that you make it and I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye.